So I just had my first journey to my home in Mintaka. I just finished crying, So I went to meet with my spirit guide, which is the love that I have for Archangel Zadkiel. It's deeper than my body can even withhold. And I met with Archangel Zadkiel, and she guided me into the ocean, and I plummeted in and sunk lower and lower and lower and lower for what seemed like a very long time. And she kept flashing, letting me know that she was there, and surrounded me in a ball of light to let me know that I was safe and protected. And then somehow I went in between this rock. It was like a rock formation, and I sunk in between it, and I came out into another world. And it wasn't fully filled with water. It had like a body of water, but it was water. I don't know how to explain it. It was just different. And then I saw, it was so beautiful. And then I saw my family. They were making the same face that I made earlier when I was doing a reading. It was kind of like this. I was getting a download, and my face was like, I was getting a download, and it was like I was being like attuned to a frequency. I don't know how to explain it, but it was just, but that's how they looked. And it was like greenish blue, thick, very thick mermaid bodies. And I'm so emotional still, and it's all so new. And I know that Larimar connects me to my home, and they told me, I wrote it down. They told me that I volunteered to come here to teach, and that when I die, I will go back there. So to not be afraid of death. They told me that my ex was weakening me, so that's why they gave me the dreams, to let me know what was going on. And so they're going to send me a new earth husband to assist me, because they want my heart's desires filled. They told me that I will have more than enough, and that I can ask Archangel Zadkiel for anything. They told me that I chose my mother so that I can have the shadow work to do, and my father. They told me that my siblings are a part of my soul family, and actually my whole family is. Everyone's just playing a different role. And then they telepathically sent some energy towards me, but then it started to make, it was a lot of pressure in my head. And then they let me know that it was time for me to go back up, because I think that the pressure was starting to get to me. So I floated back up to the surface and into my body here, and cried. There was so much more that happened that I don't know that I can put into words right now. But I have this mermaid tattoo, and I always felt like a mermaid. And throughout my entire life here, every time I was overwhelmed and I was able to, I would go to a beach. And somehow, some way, I moved to Virginia, to Norfolk, Virginia, which is actually called Mermaid Cities. And it's mermaids everywhere. everywhere. Like, this is Mermaid City, so there's mermaid statues, there's mermaid paintings. And then I moved to what we call East Beach, Ocean View. And the same exact tattoo I have on my arm, that's like the logo here. It's like a picture of this with the ocean view. And I'm like, literally, I know I had a past life in Atlantis. I'm a block and a half away from the Atlantic Ocean. I can walk to the beach in like less than 5 minutes. I really volunteered to come here to do this work. I'm still processing.